There's not a one-size-fits-all approach to shortages in skills and digital skills in particular. We know that more than 50% of digital skills are outside the IT sector, so it's in every sector. It's banking, healthcare, government, agriculture, you name it. There are technology jobs there. In fact, there's a great statistic, there's 3,000 software engineers at the CBA, which is more than Atlassian. So that just puts it in perspective. Ensuring we have good pathways coming out of schools. Telling the next generation that there is a really good career for you in IT, and you just don't need to be a maths nerd and doing coding to have an IT degree. It's a very varied and rich and rewarding career. Coming out of COVID, there was a huge pent-up demand, and the government did move quickly to free up the visa processing in particular, but there's more work that can be done, particularly around international students and giving them greater pathways to residency and getting those jobs. So getting those people who have been training here, learning Australian culture, learning English, proficiency, and keeping those people here. I think that's still work we can do. There's mid-career transitions we need to do around micro-credentialing, so getting more women and people want to change jobs into IT degrees and IT courses. We recently did a AIIA member survey and the results were really interesting. There are concerns from the sector around the economic headwinds that we can see coming, and in fact probably in the middle of right now. We are still seeing growth in digital jobs in Australia. We're still seeing these large Australian companies, the SMEs, the mid-sized companies still hiring. There is still a war for talent in certain areas. So our survey showed that AI, data analytics and cybersecurity skills remain the top 3 skills in demand in Australia, and they are hard to find in Australia. There's a real opportunity for the government and industry to make sure we continue to fund the right areas for the skills demand and for our national security. So AI and cybersecurity being 2 big areas we need to do better at. Look at generative AI. Everyone's been talking about AI, and there is a really good argument that we take kindly to that there isn't enough work being done to generate AI skills in Australia. There's a lot of talk about it, but we want to see more action where there's more money going to universities, going towards our young people to skill them up so that we can be net beneficiaries and creators of AI tools and understand this massive technological shift that's probably the biggest shift we've had since World War II in terms of productivity and impact around generative AI and large language models. So we need to move, I think, faster as a country in recognising these trends and investing in them. The risk is we lose us best and brightest people, and we are losing them to overseas. So we need to be globally competitive. We need to make sure we invest R&D, both government and industry invests in Australia, and have the right policy settings in place. Now, the policy settings are there, but we just need the action to follow through. We're waiting to see that AI money that was promised several years ago still won't actually follow through and come through to industry until 2024. It's just not good enough. Yes, we are. We've been invited to the Prime Ministerial and Ministerial roundtables on cybersecurity and AI. We've got another closed AIIA only roundtable with the Senior Cabinet Minister on AI regulation coming up. We've got a lot of work we're doing behind the doors with members on cybersecurity, on AI, systems of national significance, HCF. The list goes on. It is a significant amount of work that we're doing, but it's really rewarding, and we are representing our members, and we are making headway and getting the money out the door. Government procurement as well is another big area of focus for us. But again, we need to keep up the pressure as an industry and as an association to make sure that government keeps delivering.